So guys, tested the old legs out with a 5 kilometre time trial as part of the Gold Coast Marathon virtual events, the big 4 that I'm doing. I picked the worst day of the week. It had rained overnight. It was pretty breezy out on the course that I used. I did do a 5 kilometre time trial about 3 months ago where I ran 19:45 off the low heart rate training I'd been doing for, what was that, about 5 or 6 months, so no speed work at all. Then I went in and did a month of that speed work in April, but from the beginning of May until I did this latest 5 kilometre time trial, I had done 1 tempo and 1 progressive run in the 2 weeks before the time trial. Really went into it without a great deal of confidence because not a lot of speed work and the conditions were pretty ordinary, but as it turned out, really surprised myself. So let's have a look at that time trial. My wife Trish came out and did a lot of filming. She drove alongside me in the car. Let's see how it went down, guys. Probably couldn't have picked the worst morning to do this 5k time trial. It's been raining all night. It's pretty windy, but just got to get it done today, so that works in with the program for the rest of the month. So I'm just doing probably a 15-minute warm-up now. Do a little bit of stretching and a couple of stride throughs, and then we'll be into it. That first kilometre was just looking for a really nice comfortable pace or a nice rhythm. At some stage here I did look down at my watch and saw that I was on 350 per kilometre pace. I'll put the mile conversion up there as well. And what I'll also will do too, guys, is from that first time trial that I did at the end of March, I'll also put up my heart rate splits for each kilometre. I've just gone through the first kilometre and 350. We're into the second kilometre now. And by this stage now I've got into a nice rhythm, feeling reasonably comfortable. Coming in now to the third kilometre and still feeling pretty good. Through 3 kilometres, another 3:47 split. Really flat course, guys. A little bit of camber on the roads, but at that time of the morning, 6:30 in the morning, not a lot of traffic, so I was able to run in the middle of the road. Working really hard again into this last section into the wind. Final push for home. We've got about 500 or so metres to go. Really trying to up the tempo, but for me, once I hit a pace, that's pretty much it, and it's just a matter of holding that pace for as long as I can. That wind going that way 3 times. Wow, thought I started too quick, but just got into a nice rhythm and actually got a little bit quicker. Last K was a little bit slower than the 4th, but that's good. Really happy with that. That 18:55, I didn't expect to go anywhere near that quick. Really outside of that wind, perfect running conditions this morning. Oh wow, and the New Balance 1080s, a little bit worried they might have slipped in the wet, but they were good. Oh man, that was hard. Haven't done something that hard for a while, so good to blow the cobwebs out.
I might go and do a cool down now, and I'm interested to see what the heart rate was, because I was working pretty bloody hard, so better get off this road before I get run over.
For 18:55. Yeah, so guys, as you can see there on Strava, I went just a little bit further. I just wanted to make sure that I got to that full 5 kilometre distance, and Strava didn't have a discrepancy. So when I came to lodge that virtual time for the Gold Coast Marathon virtual events, it was definitely 5K. But really happy with overall. So guys, it just goes to show that the low heart rate based running that I've been doing has worked. It has really built a pretty strong aerobic engine. I've said a few times on the channel that speed has never been my greatest asset, and 5K I always find pretty difficult because I don't have that ability to change gears over those shorter distances. When I hit a pace, it all comes down to how long I can sustain that pace, and that's how it was in this time trial. Started off with a 350 and my last K was 345. I was really surprised because when I started it was into the breeze, looked down at the watch and I was running 350 pace, and the first thing that just went through my mind was, I'm not going to be able to sustain this, it just doesn't feel comfortable. But as I worked into it, it became more comfortable, just locked into that pace, and that's what I'm talking about with that aerobic engine. Once I got to that level I was able to sustain it, and look, it did get a little bit tough towards the end. You know, when you haven't run that fast for nearly 3 years, you know, it does become hard work. It really did ram home to me the benefits of the low heart rate running that I've been doing over the past few months. I would never have thought that I would have got back into shape to run a sub 19 off the sort of running that I was doing. And I know in the scheme of things, guys, that, you know, just dipping under 19 minutes isn't super quick, but as you're getting a little bit older in life, you take whatever you can get. When I came back from the broken ankle, I really didn't think that I would even get back under 20 minutes. Here we are now, under 19. Not sure really if we've got much more to go. Still working towards that half marathon at MAF pace in August. Really happy with the way things went. Another great thing that came out of that time trial too was the New Balance 1080s V10s. I've really struggled to get comfortable in these shoes on the longer, slower paced runs, but I thought I'd give them a crack in the shorter, faster stuff. They were really good. In the longer runs that I've had in them, they really feel like they just jar my legs, and I just haven't been able to get comfortable in them, even though they are a really nice fitting shoe on the foot. Over that speedier distance, where the legs are turning over a little bit quicker, really enjoyed running in them. That's, I guess, how I will be using the 1080s going forward now, will be for the shorter, more faster paced runnings. That's the Gold Coast Marathon, virtual marathon, done and dusted. Oh, it's been a big mileage week, 140k at the end of that run, and I've got to be honest, feeling a bit tired. Struggled a little bit towards the end of that run, but has been a big week. I did the MAF test. I'll put a link to that video up in the top right hand corner. I also did the time trial, which you saw a little bit earlier on in this video, and I think the body's just feeling a little bit tired. Felt a bit tired from about halfway through that run. All good. Didn't follow the MAF today. Did plan just to cruise. Was going all right until that fatigue set in. Back on the MAF tomorrow. Just remember, guys, today is the last opportunity to get your submissions into me for the 8-week coaching program that I'm giving to 3 viewers. Questions down below that you just need to answer and submit to me on the runningduckeffect@gmail.com. What I'm doing is giving 3 people the chance to have a personalised program prepared by me. I am an accredited coach. Just something that I've thought that I'd give back to the channel, just to say thank you for all the support that I've received from everyone. The channel's going great. It's just bubbling along. We're getting close to 650 subscribers, so really appreciate all your support, guys. If you're interested in being considered for that 8-week coaching plan, get your submissions into me as quick as possible, guys, because in the next video I'm going to announce who those 3 recipients are, and then we'll start working towards that 8-week program. So that's about it for this video, guys. So that's a wrap, and hope you're all staying safe out there. Happy running, and I'll catch you in the next video. Hooroo.